Since 1941, serving the public interest. WJZM Radio, Clarksville, Tennessee.
It's time for Airstrike, brought to you by Gary Matthews Volkswagen and Kia. Here's Sergeant Joe Padula from Strike 2nd Brigade Combat Team.
Hey, how you doing, Clarksville? This is Army Sergeant Joe Padula with the 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division, Air Assault, and you are listening to Airstrike. Absolutely. Now, Airstrike is the Brigade's radio show that is dedicated to keeping you, the listening audience, up to date with all the things that are going on within Strike over there at Fort Campbell. And today is another great episode. We got we're going to be talking about a Strike getting the Presidential Unit Citation Award, which is like big news. Okay, so on Monday, July 22nd, the Strike Brigade is being awarded the PUC, the Presidential Unit Citation Award. So we're going to be talking about that. We're scheduled a few guests to come in about that, and we're waiting on them. But we're also going to be talking about what events are also coming up. We got Strike-A-Mania coming up, which is a big wrestling combatives tournament, and that's going to be held in August 5th, 6th, and 7th. And we're going to get a couple phone calls about from some of the participants in Strike-A-Mania, some of the combatives guys, you know, and it's not just guys. There's combative girls too that are going to be competing to be Strike's finest combatives tournament. But yeah, it's good to be alive again here. Last week I was off for a little bit. I went home to New York for a couple days. I had a couple weddings.
You had a holiday.
Oh, John, how you doing?
Hey,
John?
how's it going today?
That's John. John is the operations manager here at WJZM 1400 AM.
I take out the trash too.
I'll tell you. You know, what did Judge Smeal say in Caddyshack? The world needs ditch diggers too.
That's right.
It's great. It's great.
The Baby Ruth floating around in the pool.
Great movie. Great movie. Now I know why tigers eat their young.
Yeah.
But it's good to be back here in Clarksville, Tennessee. I was in New York there for a few days, John. I had 2 weddings that I had to go to.
2
weddings.
Not one, but 2.
And
did you have 2 different suits, or did you wear the same one at both?
Are you really going to ask me that? You're going to make me say that I wore a dirty suit to the second wedding? Oh, man.
Only I would think of something like that.
And that thought crossed my mind, okay? So that played a role, okay, in me not dancing, okay, as
not
much
getting too close.
as the first wedding, so I wouldn't work up a sweat, just so I could, like, look okay at the next wedding. You know, the first wedding was on Thursday. Okay, and congratulations to Gerard Barone and Sema Abazi. Okay, 2 names with a lot of vowels.
That's right.
Right? A real Italian Ginzu wedding. It was a real good time, you know. But I tell you, you know, the second wedding that I had to go to, John, was a
that must have been the fun one.
Oh man, I had a great time, and I got to see some great people.
A lot of old friends.
Yeah. One of the bride was I knew the bride. Okay, I dated her for many years. All right, isn't that weird?
That is.
I mean, you know, to be honest, you know, this was the girl I thought that we had a real connection with, and we parted ways. You know, I joined the service, and she's a teacher up in Jersey. That's New Jersey for people who don't speak Jersey. Okay, and she's fantastic. She's great people. Just, you know, she
wanted to stay there.
Right. You know, but
understood.
So we split. You know, and.
So did you become the bad guy?
I guess so. I get a phone call. This was a couple months ago. Hey Joe, that's me, Sergeant Joe Padula. Hey Joe, I go, what's going on? How you doing? She goes, I'm getting married. I go, oh good for you. You know, congratulations. And she goes, yeah, can you come to the wedding? It would mean a lot to me. So I go, yeah, sure. You know, no problem. You know, hang up the phone. I go, oh, man, you know, good for her.
What am I going to do?
Good for her. I hope it's not in the same time I got that other wedding I got to go to. I only got 1 suit. So about a week later, Pastor John, right? She gives me a call up. I go, hey, how you doing? She goes, hey, Joe. I go, what's up? She goes, can you say a verse or two at my wedding? I go, what? I go, you know, some scripture. Can you to the crowd? I go, all right, if that's what you want, sure. She goes, oh, thank you. It means so much to me. I go, we hang up the phone. I go, man, what am I doing?
Can you be the best man? Give her away.
You say that, okay? About a week later, I get another phone call, okay? It's from her, all right? Yes. I go, what's going on? You know, how's things? You know, maybe, hey, just show up to the wedding. Yeah, no, I was hoping that, but no. She goes, can you do me another favor? I go, what? Uh-oh. She goes, can you walk my mother down the aisle? I go, are you... Wait.
Did the stoplight come up?
The stoplight? I ran the stoplight. All right? It was a red light, and I ran through, and I got pulled over and ticketed. All right? I go, are you... what? No, I don't feel comfortable with that. Okay? Listen, that's just not my role. I respect you and your parents, you know, very much, but for me to walk your mother down the aisle...
Yeah, that's a little too much.
Right. Like I'm happy for you, and yes... But this is too much involvement for an ex of yours. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, we're friends. I understand that, okay? But I don't know. You don't have...
Not that good of friends.
No, you don't have your ex walking your mother down the aisle. Am I right?
No.
Oh, man. So she got mad. She hung up, okay? You know, she had a lot of stress, and she didn't want to hear this. But lo and behold, you know, I get a phone call about 2 weeks before the wedding. Are you coming? I go, yeah, I'm coming. I thought you were mad at me, though. She goes, yeah, just show up. I was just kidding, you know? So I didn't have to say any verses. I didn't have to walk the mother down the aisle. All I had to do was show up in a dirty suit and have a good time. It was a fantastic wedding. You know,
bad, then.
I sat down. I talked with her for quite some time. She looked so beautiful. She made the perfect bride. And you know, I met her husband, a great guy. They're gonna do great things together. You know, and I wish them nothing but the best of luck.
That's good.
Absolutely. You know, weddings. Unbelievable. You got a story I can tell in your face.
Oh, no. I mean, mine's kind of like that.
Don't worry. We're going to get into soldiering in a minute.
Yes.
Here. Okay, we just got to get the breaking the ice out of the way.
Yeah, mine's kind of like that. My ex-wife's sister called me a few weeks ago, and it was going to be my ex's 50th birthday, and they were having a big birthday bash.
All right. Yeah, let me tell you, 50.
Yeah, will you DJ the party for us?
Oh. Wait.
No, I looked in my book and said, no, sorry.
So they had the goal,
yes,
okay, to ask you to work,
yes,
and not show up as a guest.
Yeah, wanted me to work for 4 or 5 hours
a friend
for free,
right?
At my ex's birthday party
for free.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Thank you for your friendship. Can you work for free?
And towed all of my equipment and.
It's for all day. Can you show up? Oh man, I'll tell you what.
I should have came and played at your ex's wedding. So
oh man, no, I tell you, you would have.
That would have topped the cannoli.
I had some cannolis over there, some New York cannolis,
some real ones.
And I'll tell you what.
I think you posted a picture.
Yeah, I posted some pictures. Okay, I even posted a picture of the hotel toilet seat. Oh. Okay, for some reason the toilet was not even a foot away from the sink. It was a terrible weekend, but I had such great memories and such great times with great people. We're going to take a break here, all right? But when we get back, we're going to talk about Strike getting the Presidential Unit Citation Award. And we're also going to take a quick look. Army Times did an article about scammers using soldiers' profile pictures. So we're going to address that issue just to make sure you soldiers know what to do, okay?
Very important. Stay tuned.
Oh, let me tell you. Stay tuned. WJZM 1400 AM. Absolutely.
Brought back by popular demand. It's the Gary Matthews Kia Invoice Sale. Plus, you keep the Kia bonus cash in Clarksville on the river. It's here. It's now. No haggle, no hassle invoice pricing on every new 2013 Kia in stock. No one saves you more. This is a limited time offer, so make the switch to Gary Matthews Kia today. New 2013 Sorrento LX. Get invoice pricing, 0% APR for 60 months, and you keep the $1,000 Kia bonus cash. New 2013 Optima LX. Get invoice pricing, 0% APR for 60 months, and you keep the $1,000 Kia bonus cash. It's crazy but true. And every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Every credit application accepted. Hurry to Gary Matthews Kia Invoice Sale in Clarksville. Make the switch to save more. MatthewsKia.com. Invoice pricing ensues. Stock numbers 1342, all prices plus tax, title, and license. Cash back from Kia Motors of America. Prices include $457 processing fees. Some dealer incentives and year-end awards can affect actual invoice cost and pricing. 0% with approved credit. Ends 4/30/13.
Zero. Zilch. Nothing. That's how much interest you will pay when you choose the right finance plan from Hudson. Most models of John Deere Gators, commercial Z-Track, or X700 Series Moors qualify for interest rates as low as 0% now through July 31st, 2013. Choosing the right John Deere machine is easy with the selection Hudson has to offer. Don't settle for less than the best. Superior quality equipment at the right price with the best terms is waiting for you at any of Hudson's 8 convenient locations. Visit one today or online at HudsonInc.com.
Visit our friends at Clarksville Tire Center, formerly Ratchford Auto Truck and Service Center. They service both commercial and residential customers. Clarksville Tire Center specializes in tires that fit almost all type vehicles, cars, trucks, farm equipment, even your riding lawnmower. They have all of your quality tire brands. They're located at 129 Terminal Road. That's right across the street from Governor Square Mall off Wilma Rudolph Boulevard. Clarksville Tire Center can take care of all of your needs. They have a state-of-the-art alignment machine with reasonable prices. They also do brake work and can turn your rotors. Visit Barbara Ratchford and her staff at Clarksville Tire Center on Terminal Road or give them a call at 931-648-2769. That's 648-2769, Clarksville Tire Center.
I'm a regular. I'm no tourist. I'm a local. So give it to me local. The hashtags and the headlines so I can get it and go or stop and take it all in. And I want it all delivered wherever I go. The local teams and scores? Yes. Watchdog journalism thanks to more feet on the street? Yes. What happens in my town? Yes.
We are the Leaf Chronicle. All things Clarksville on all your devices 24/7. Subscribe today at theleafchronicle.com.
Give it to me local.
You have a lot of options when it comes to buying furniture, but what are you looking for? Family owned since 1980, Reiner Furniture in Clarksville offers over 40,000 square feet of name brand furniture, including Lazy Boy and Broyhill. They also offer Amish-built bedroom and dining room groups and high-quality products from Riverside Furniture. And right now, they can offer you 0% APR for 60 months with flexible financing plans with approved credit. Or maybe you're looking to rebuild your credit. Ask them about their no credit check plan right now and see how they can help you. They're out on Fort Campbell Boulevard in Clarksville next to Grandpa's. It's 1904 Fort Campbell Boulevard. Go by and see them or give them a call at 931-647-9132 or visit them online at reinerfurniture.com. Reiner Furniture in Clarksville, the very best in name brand furniture.
I love baseball.
Baseball.
Your station for Atlanta Braves baseball. WJZM Radio.
My favorite team.
Now back to Airstrike, brought to you by Gary Matthews Volkswagen and Kia. Here's Sergeant Joe Padula.
Hey, it's good to have you back. Dave Loos, thanks for that introduction, all right? You guys can check out Dave Loos every morning at WJZM at Good Morning Clarksville, Clarksville's #1 personal radio show every morning. And that's Monday to Friday from what times?
6 to 9.
6 to 9. Oh, that's good times to be on, you know?
Yeah, they wake you up, give you the weather, the news, the sports, tell you everything you need to know to start the day.
He's got the life. 6 to 9, and then he's done for the day. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
That's what we tell him.
But, hey, thanks for tuning in. It's WJZM. This is Airstrike. I'm Army Sergeant Joe Padula, 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division Air Assault. And it is my honor and my privilege to relay the strike message to you guys and to all the strike soldiers out there. I got a quick heads up, okay? The Army Times just had an article where special agents from the Army Criminal Investigation Command, that's CID, okay? The Army CID, they have once again issued a warning that photos of soldiers, okay, on social media sites, Facebook, Twitter, okay, Instagram, All right?
Yes.
Everyone's doing selfies.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Now, these selfies, okay, all right, that's what they're called, selfies?
That's right.
Yeah.
Selfies.
I've made a selfie.
Yeah,
Me
too. I've even done
Absolutely.
that.
But after reading this, I changed some of my settings, okay? Because these selfies that are being taken, all right, are being used, and it's from the lowest ranks, such as privates, to the highest ranking of generals, 4-star generals, are being used to seduce and solicit money from online romance seekers. Okay? That's not good.
No.
That's not good.
Not at all.
You know, that's, first of all, that's, that's fraud. Okay? That's theft. All right? And that's an impersonation.
And it will put your credit finances in a bind, too, as you have to untangle the mess that this has caused.
You know, so this seems to be a big issue at the moment. CID continues to receive hundreds of complaints from victims, okay? Most often, women between 30 and 50 years old, okay?
Okay.
Hey, how you doing? All right? Who believe they are romantically involved with a deployed soldier they met on a social network or dating site. Man, like every day, CID, okay, that's Criminal Investigation Command. Those are like what's the show on TV? CIS?
NCI,
NCI, yeah. That's the NCI of the Army, the CID, okay? And they get all of these complaints and reports about all of these people scamming. Now, I read this, okay, and I got a buddy in New York who does New York radio, John.
All right.
And he's good. Let me tell you, Davin Rosenblatt, great guy. He's got the show Davin's Den, okay, and he is he's a great supporter of the military, okay? He's done the USO, you know, he's a stand-up comic that now does radio. And he still does comedy, too. I saw him when I was home in New York for a bit. He did a great show.
Should bring him down to Zany's.
Oh.
In Nashville.
Zany's?
Yeah.
It's funny. He did a show at a place called Bananas.
Yeah. Heard of it.
Yeah, forget about it. Yeah, let me tell you, Bananas Big Club. So he's a pretty prominent guy over there in New York, all right? And he does a radio show called Davin's Den. And he's done USO tours to Iraq, and he does so much stuff for the troops while here, you know. And on his radio show, he actually goes to battle with these scammers. Like this really what's the word? Gripes him. I don't want to say pees him off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because we're on radio, and it gets me fired up too. Okay, because this is I can't stand thieves. Okay, and that's what these people are. They're thieves. All right, so
the criminals are just lazy. They look for the easiest way to rip you off, and
and he's done so much research, and he's found a scammer, okay, in Ghana, Africa, all right, and who was a part of this, who was using a soldier's profile, okay. Now, so Davin has done so much to inform the New York metropolitan area, okay, on what to do and how to do it, and he's actually gave us a public service announcement. And you know what? I looked it over, and I'm like, yeah, let's play it on airstrike.
Okay.
Okay, we got soldiers here, and a public service announcement in the Army. We call them PSAs. Okay.
We do here, too.
Oh, what a coincidence. Yeah. Oh, man. So, yeah, we got this PSA that thanks to Davin Rosenblatt, Davin's Den, and you could check out Davin's Den online, www.davinsden.com. Don't put the apostrophe. Just put Davin's Den, okay? DAVINSDEN.com. That's davinsden.com, all right? But, yeah, John, if you could play that PSA, I'd like to hear this.
Attention! This is General Bulldog McIvy of not the U.S. Army and of the radio show Davin's Den. We're fighting a war, and we need you to enlist.
This guy's good. The guy speaking right now that's Joe Curry. He's a big comic over there in New York. Yeah, he's pretty good. And it's good to have celebrities that are fans of our show, you know?
We're fighting a war, and we need you to enlist. We need you to fight internet fraud. There are African scammers out there who are stealing your profiles to steal hundreds of millions of dollars from U.S. citizens to fund terrorism. We need you to protect your online pictures from would-be thieves. Make sure your privacy settings are set so only your closest friends can see that narcissistic picture of you posing in the mirror. Look at me. I'm so pretty. You're not pretty. You know what is pretty? An American Eagle is pretty. Old Glory is pretty. A freshly cleaned M16 is pretty. Protect your pictures like you would your garden steak in a cat house. These scammers convince the unsuspecting civilians that they're talking to you, but they're not talking to you. They're talking to some maggot in Africa. So fight terrorism and don't let this scum have your pictures. If you want to learn more about internet fraud and laugh at the same time, launch your sorry butts over to davinsden.com and listen live every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. If you were stuck in the latrine at the time for meeting an MRE, then drag your carcass over to iTunes or Android and listen on demand. That is all. Dismissed.
Oh, man, I love it. I love it. You know what? And thank you. Thank you, Davin. Thank you, Joe Curry. And they also have the very funny female comic, Pip Helix, on their show, too. And they put that together to help make aware of this these people committing these frauds. So all you strike soldiers and all you family members that know soldiers, okay, relay this message to them to make sure that they have their settings
set to private.
Yeah. You enough of people stealing people's identity, especially of soldiers. Okay, these people work hard. They don't need to have to worry about this. So let's do that. So make your settings so it's set to only those who you trust can see them.
That's right.
All right. If not, like this one that Davin's dealing with right now in Ghana, Africa. All right. So again, thanks, Davin's Den. We appreciate you guys, and thank you for providing entertainment and informing us all the same.
That was good.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you want to do more stuff, absolutely. We love it. Keep sending it. Yeah, bada big. M16s.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh, man. But I got to tell you, we're about to get into the part of the show here where we're going to talk about the Presidential Unit Citation Award. I'm still waiting on our guests to arrive. Perhaps they're a little late, and that's okay. But in the meantime, we got on JZM today, the Braves game.
That's right.
Is that right?
5:55.
Okay, and so at 5:55 today.
That's right.
All right, and I'll tell you,
At 2 o'clock, we'll have 2 hours of Dan Patrick.
Oh, 2 hours of Dan Patrick.
That's right.
Okay, so here at WJZM, you have Dan Patrick following Airstrike.
That's right.
The Strike radio show telling the Strike Soldier story to you, the listening audience.
Then from 4 to 5:55, it'll be the greatest hits of all time, and then it'll be Braves baseball.
Braves baseball. I'm sorry to hear that. No, I'm a big fan of your Braves, as long as...
now that you have to look at that mouse.
Yeah, and as long as they don't beat up on my Mets, But you guys have... You guys also do every single Braves game. Is that accurate?
That's right. Every one.
And you are in charge of making sure that goes on.
That's right. Don't tell anybody.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Yes, unfortunately, I am.
So, yeah, and again, you can always listen to all this live, okay, at WJZM.com, okay? You can always go to your apps on your phone.
Yep. The only thing the Braves aren't available online.
Apps. When you're not taking selfies with your smartphone.
That's right.
Okay? Go to your apps and get Winamp and ShoutCast.
That's the two.
All right, and get the WJZM. Those are the 4 letters that you type in, right? That was for WJZM.
That's all you got to do. It's easy.
Absolutely, and then you press, send.
Search.
I just gave out the wrong info. Send. Yeah, send the text
now
to
we'll have
WJZM.
to make a PSA on search and send.
I love it. But okay, we're going to talk about this Presidential Unit Citation Award that Strike is getting.
That's coming up next week.
And this will be Monday at 14:30 in front of the Brigade Memorial for the fallen heroes of the Strike Brigade from Operation Enduring Freedom.
2:30 civilian time.
2:30 civilian time, absolutely. And this award means a lot, not just to the Strike Brigade, not just to the 101st, but to the Army. Okay,
it's a very important award.
The Presidential Unit Citation Award, also known as the PUC, okay, is considered it's looked at as the Medal of Honor on the unit level, okay, and the sacrifices that the Strike soldiers and those attached to the Strike soldiers, okay, we had units from the Rakkasans attached to us. We had units from Currahee, 4th Brigade attached to us. Okay, we had units of 1st Brigade, Bastin, attached to us, assigned to us. And it was just amazing that all of us were able to come together, okay, and accomplish our mission under a tough territory. We were in the enemy's backyard, Kandahar, Okay, and Operation Dragon Strike, as you're seeing on TV.
On the military POV.
Yeah, a Warrior POV on the military channel. I mean, this is the big news, okay? Operation Dragon Strike, you know, History Channel's covered it, military channels covered it. ABC is Mike Gutschel, you might know him. He's a pretty famous correspondent, and he's doing a piece on that area and what we did over there, and that's going to be on ABC. We can't wait for that. And now we got all this media recognition, and now we're going to have actually the military recognition. And just I'm going to read here what the Presidential Unit Citation is, okay? But first we're going to go into a quick break, okay? And we're going to make sure that we have we have enough time to explain to you and get the strike soldiers calling in and sitting in and explaining what it means to be awarded the Presidential Unit Citation Award. So, yeah, stick around. It's Army Sergeant Joe Padula, host of Airstrike. You're listening to WJZM 1400 AM. Absolutely.
Brought back by popular demand. It's the Gary Matthews Kia Invoice Sale. Plus, you keep the Kia bonus cash in Clarksville on the river. It's here. It's now. No haggle, no hassle invoice pricing on every new 2013 Kia in stock. No one saves you more. This is a limited time offer, so make the switch to Gary Matthews Kia today. New 2013 Sorrento LX. Get invoice pricing, 0% APR for 60 months, and you keep the $1,000 Kia bonus cash. New 2013 Optima LX. Get invoice pricing, 0% APR for 60 months, and you keep the $1,000 Kia bonus cash. It's crazy but true. And every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Every credit application accepted. Hurry to Gary Matthews Kia Invoice Sale in Clarksville. Make the switch to save more. MatthewsKia.com. Invoice pricing ensues. Stock numbers 1342, all prices plus tax, title, and license. Cash back from Kia Motors of America. Prices include $457 processing fee. Some dealer incentives and year-end awards can affect actual invoice cost and pricing. 0% with approved credit. Ends 4/30/13.
Charter TV presents Love in HD in Audio Romance, Chapter 1.
When Jackie agreed to go on a date with Dirk, the handsome new guy in town, she expected a few surprises, but this was amazing. "What's wrong?" said Dirk, confidently leaning against a ceramic panther in his bachelor apartment. "Never seen so much HD before?" "No," she confessed, biting her lip. She hadn't. Sure, back in college she dated a few guys with what she thought was lots of HD, but nothing like this. "Charter TV has over 100 HD channels," he added, "plus 1,500 HD titles on demand, and apps like Watch ESPN so you can watch live sports anytime, anywhere." "Oh, really?" she said, trying to play it cool but melting inside. "Yeah," said Dirk. "There's never been a better time to get Charter TV." Jackie knew in her heart he was right, just like she knew she wanted Charter TV.
Sign up now for just $29.99 a month when bundled. Call 855-899-CHARTER today. Some restrictions apply. See charter.com for complete details.
Since 1997, NIA Association Incorporated and its owners, Daniel and Carol Stevens, have provided top-quality disability support services, affordable housing, and employment opportunities for Middle Tennessee residents. The only provider agency in Clarksville to receive the prestigious 4-star rating by the Tennessee Department of Intellectual Disability Services, NIA Association has employed over 1,400 citizens since 1999. NIA Association, providing the very best in holistic disability support services for the Clarksville area. For more information, call them at 931-906-3993.
Clarksville Floor Covering has been serving Clarksville since 1961. So when it comes to carpet, hardwood floors, area rugs, and more, you can depend on Clarksville Floor Covering. Located on Spring Street or Floors on Terminal Road across from the mall, you'll find the biggest selections and the best prices in Clarksville. Clarksville Floor Covering features huge selections of tile, laminates, and more. Visit Clarksville Floor Covering and let the experts help you today. Visit Clarksville Floor Covering, Flooring America.
WJZM.com is where the world hears all about Clarksville. At WJZM.com, you can point and click your way to Clarksville's only local news talk sports station. At WJZM.com, you can keep up with local news and current events, link to a variety of different websites, and check the latest sports schedules and upcoming local broadcasts. Now the world can hear what makes Clarksville such a great place to be. Log on and listen to WJZM.com, Clarksville's leader in local news, talk, and sports.
And now back to Airstrike, brought to you by Gary Matthews Volkswagen and Kia. Here's Sergeant Joe Padula.
All right, you're listening to that royalty-free music So you know what that means.
High dollar music.
It's Airstrike back on WJZM 1400 AM. I'm Army Sergeant Joe Padula. Sitting in is Operations Manager John. How you doing, John?
Doing good. How are you?
And
back from your holiday.
Now sitting in, is the owner.
That's right.
One of the owners of WJZM Studios, and it's David Loos.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Hey, we just heard your voice. Okay. Now I came.
It's like the guy behind the curtain,
from the Wizard of Oz.
That's right.
Pay no attention.
Just pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Oh, clicking my boots, Now I pulled in, and I tried to find a parking spot.
We need a bigger parking lot, don't we?
All right.
Yeah.
You guys had a pretty busy day so far. Every Friday is Fort Campbell Fridays here at WJZM, where WJZM invites the Fort Campbell team members, such as the MWR. You got Melissa Schaffner and early in the mornings during Good Morning Clarksville.
Yeah.
And then you got a Talk with Tara after that from 10 to 12. And she had a lot of people in today.
She had a party in here, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I walked in and I bumped into chairs, Absolutely.
Yeah, well, for a while there, we had so many cars pulling in. John and I threw on our little red jackets. Yeah. We were out there valet parking cars.
Oh, good. Here's a single.
I can take care of you. Yeah. Hey, one thing, I was listening to you guys earlier talking about all these, sob wedding stories where you guys are going to all these weddings and DJing and your ex and all of that.
Which,
you guys,
by the way, I'm going to get killed for that.
But, I don't understand.
We won't be here next week.
You guys should be honored. I was barely invited to my own wedding.
Oh, excuse me?
Yeah. I mean, I was an afterthought.
Wait.
I hear a good story coming.
Oh, I heard the ring bearer had a better time.
Yeah.
Well, wait, and I met your wife. Very nice lady. She made those pretzels with the chocolate that were high in calories. Okay.
It's a Southern thing. We like high in calorie food. I mean, you heard the latest report. People who live in the South don't live as long as people everywhere else. Yeah.
Right. Well, and for that, I recommend you people look at my refrigerator and change your lifestyle, and listen to, you got Dr. Dale.
I did look at your refrigerator, and I went to Crystal and got a 10-pack. So.
Yeah, and you're not taking my Cocoa Puffs, so,
Cocoa Puffs.
Get over it.
I didn't even know they had offered 10 packs. I think he's got a drinking problem.
Oh, excuse me. So,
when did you get married, Dave?
Back in 1998.
Okay.
Yeah, 15 years this year.
98 also. That's the year I graduated high school.
Did you really?
Absolutely.
Well, thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Yeah, real good year.
But congratulations to you. And
a little late, but okay, thanks.
Absolutely. And again, Dave, we got a big event coming up for Strike on Monday. The Presidential Unit Citation Award. I was about to read exactly what the Presidential Unit Citation Award, what we call the PUC, P-U-C, once again an Army acronym. So if you're jotting down your Army acronyms at home, PUC, Presidential Unit Citation Award. What was the other acronyms we had in the past episodes?
Lots of.
Yeah, like JAG, Judge Advocate, right? We got tons. If you need your Army jargon figured out, come to WJZM Airstrike. We'll take care of you, absolutely, all right?
We will.
Now, the Presidential Unit Citation Award, originally called the Distinguished Unit Citation, the Duck.
The Duck.
That was the Duck, all right? Is awarded to units of the United States Forces and those of allied countries for extraordinary heroism in action against an armed enemy on or after 7 December 1941. And we all know that date. That's the attack on Pearl Harbor, okay? So, let's see. The units must display such gallantry, determination, and esprit de corps in accomplishing its mission under extremely difficult and hazardous conditions, so as to set it apart from and above from other units participating in the same campaign. And the one that Strike is getting it for is Operation Enduring Freedom 10-11, Operation Dragon Strike, down in Kandahar, Afghanistan. And, we've brought some of the guests here to WJZM to talk about that. I mean, you guys heard Sergeant First Class Greg Robinson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the amputee soldier who graduated the Air Assault School, first one to ever do so. Okay, he knows all what this is about, being down in Kandahar during that time. All right, this is Operation Dragon Strike, okay, for those who don't know and don't watch the military channel, don't have the history channel, and don't read the papers, because this was the front page news. All right, 8,000 troops, okay, a massive coalition of Afghan National Army, Afghan National Police, and the Strike Brigade with all of its attached units, okay, just went from Highway 1 in Kandahar all the way down to the Arghandab River and took out Taliban, the birthplace of Taliban, and broke the back, which is allowing us to actually prepare for our future missions. Which is, I'll tell you, it was an honor to be there, and it was an honor to witness such a gallantry and heroism, as the description says.
You know, Joe, I'll tell you what this show does, or what it's done for me. Living in Clarksville, you see soldiers all the time.
Right.
And you know that they're deploying, they're going to Afghanistan or Iraq or wherever it may be at the time. But what this show has done for me is it's given me a better insight in exactly what's going on.
You get to hear the story.
Yeah, yes. That's exactly right. I mean, you know, we all have ideas and perceptions, but this show actually brings it home on, hey, this is what's really happening.
I'll tell you, that gives me a nice warm and fuzzy, because that's our mission at Strike, is to make sure that that our surrounding communities here, you know, Clarksville, the Fort Campbell community, Hopkinsville, Oak Grove, all right, and everyone that makes up this area here, okay, we need you to understand exactly, you know, what we do on and off the battlefield. So thank you for allowing us again to be here, Dave. You know?
Oh, yeah. Joe, I can't tell you how proud we are to be tied in with you guys at Strike and what it's meant for us. And, you know, one of our goals here at WJZM is to be about community, and Fort Campbell is a very important part of that. So the more we can do as it relates to you guys, we're happy.
Yeah, and you guys allowing us to be the only Brigade Combat Team in the Army to have a radio show on terrestrial radio on a weekly basis. It's nobody else does that. You know, that's the way Strike does it. That's the way 101st does it, and obviously that's the way WJZM does it.
And I want to give you a lot of credit, Joe. I mean, we know that we know Strike. You have the Rock-a-Sons.
Right.
You know, you look. We
call them the Strike-a-sons, by the way.
The Strike-a-sons. Hey, you know,
don't answer the phone if it.
At least for now, 4 brigades out there. And again, you hear about them in the paper and you read different stories. But I got to give you a lot of credit. I mean, Strike has been brought to the forefront in part because of your efforts, not only with this show, what you do on Facebook and Twitter, YouTube. I think it's impressive how you've brought home the story of Strike to everybody.
Right. I'm glad you mentioned that, Dave, because they make my job easy. Like, look, the Presidential Unit Citation Award. You know, of course, you know, they need someone to say, hey, check this out, you know. So for them to do such great things on and off the battlefield, it really does make my job easy. So I just want to, all you Strike soldiers and Strike family members and of the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, you know, guys like me, I thank you for allowing me to do my job as a combat correspondent so effectively, because your actions, and which we'll see on Monday at 14:30, also known as
2:30.
2:30. Look at that, bam. John's on it.
He is on it now.
He's on it. But because of that, well, you know, such events are about to happen. And we got some great guests coming down. We got Colonel Arthur Kandarian, who was the brigade commander during that time. And what a leader this man is. I mean, this is a soldier's leader and an officer's leader. Soldiers looked up to him and said, yes, I will follow him. And officers looked at him and go, yes, lead the way, sir. And it's going to be great to have him, Lieutenant Colonel Joe Krebs. You know, picture your typical officer with a cigar hanging out of his mouth. That's him, okay? You know, other great names. You got Sergeant Major John White, okay? Sergeant Major Alonzo Smith. All right, and then, you know, you got your lower-ranking guys who contributed to such a battle, such a fight, you know, unfortunately, we lost them along the way, and, you know, those 66 who fell, okay, all men and one female, okay, who fell during that tough time. We will never forget them. We will always honor them. Same thing with their families, too. We will never ever forget about you and your sacrifices, because without you guys, mission was not able to be accomplished. So again, you know, the Strike Brigade Monday having the Presidential Unit Citation awarded for what they did down in Kandahar, Afghanistan. We're going to have media down there. We'll be calling in to WJZM, giving updates and everything on what's going on. So yeah, if you want to check out the Strike Brigade getting the Presidential Unit Citation Award, make sure you tune in to WJZM in the afternoon on Monday. Okay, make sure you check out the Strike Brigade Facebook page. All right, it's too easy. You go in the search box, you type in 2ND Brigade Strike, you see the black heart, you click on it, you press like, you go, oh, look at all those good pictures of the puck. Absolutely. But I'll tell you what, we're going to take another break here. Okay, and when we get back, we're going to continue talking with Dave and John, and we're going to be talking about Strike and what's going on, the events coming up on Monday, and Strike Mania coming up in August. And I also brought some baklava from New York. Okay, I didn't have a little chance to make the cannolis this week. All right, so I got baklava from...
I'll sample it.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it's good stuff, you know what I mean? But hey, Joe Padula, Army Sergeant Joe Padula, Airstrike, WJZM 1400 AM. Absolutely.
Brought back by popular demand. It's the Gary Matthews Kia Invoice Sale. Plus, you keep the Kia bonus cash. In Clarksville on the river. It's here. It's now. No haggle, no hassle invoice pricing on every new 2013 Kia in stock. No one saves you more. This is a limited time offer. So make the switch to Gary Matthews Kia today. New 2013 Sorrento LX. Get invoice pricing, 0% APR for 60 months, and you keep the $1,000 Kia bonus cash. New 2013 Optima LX. Get invoice pricing, 0% APR for 60 months, and you keep the $1,000 Kia bonus cash. It's crazy but true. And every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Every credit application accepted. Hurry to Gary Matthews Kia Invoice Sale in Clarksville. Make the switch to save more. MatthewsKia.com. Invoice pricing ensues. Stock numbers 1342, all prices plus tax, title, and license. Cash back from Kia Motors of America. Prices include $457 processing fee. Some dealer incentives and year-end awards can affect actual invoice cost and pricing. 0% with approved credit. Ends 4/30/13.
Looking for the best and trendiest selection in upholstery and drapery without breaking the bank? We'll look no further than Fabric Outlet of Clarksville. Your satisfaction is their #1 goal. From selection to price, there's no better place to go for quality upholstery and drapery in Clarksville. Just look for the Big Purple Building near Exit 4 on Holiday Drive. Give them a call at 931-553-8324 or like them on Facebook at Fabric Outlet of Clarksville.
For all of your computer needs, see our friends at N&F Computers. Custom-built PCs and pre-built and ready to go. On-site service center, or they will come see you. Jeff Broom, they're located at the corner of Warfield Boulevard and Stokes Road. If you need it for your computer, they will give you the best rates and service around. It's N&F Computer. Jeff Broom and the folks, 906-5040. That's 906-5040.
Quality matters, and since 1972, Dawson & Dawson has been Clarksville's heating and cooling experts. Providing fast, reliable, and convenient service, Dawson & Dawson Heating and Cooling is all about quality. And right now, Dawson & Dawson is offering 2-year labor and 10-year parts warranties on all Linux replacement units. State licensed, insured, and bonded, Dawson & Dawson Heating and Cooling, where quality has mattered since 1972. For service or free estimates on new installations, call 931-906-4570. That's 906-4570. Or visit them online at DawsonHVAC.com.
CDE Lightband offers the most dependable cable and internet services in the Clarksville, Fort Campbell area. Movies, music, sports, local programming, phone service, and the fastest internet service in Clarksville. Call 648-8151 and schedule your installation today. CDE Lightband, the best in cable TV, internet, and phone service. Visit CDELightband.com for more information. CDE Lightband, your cable and internet service provider for Clarksville.
In the thick of these hot summer days, your Atlanta Braves are heating up in the race for the division. And as the battle for the National League gets hot, count on us to bring you every big swing.
Payoff pitch. Hit in the air to right center field. On the move is Perez. It's gone!
Listen to all the exciting action of Atlanta Braves baseball on Clarksville's only news, talk, and sports station, WJZM Radio.
Clarksville's only radio station for local news, talk, sports, WJZM Radio.
Now back to Airstrike, brought to you by Gary Matthews, Volkswagen, and Kia. Here's Sergeant Joe Padula.
All right, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Oak Grove, Hopkinsville, how you doing? Army Sergeant Joe Padula, host of Airstrike, the radio show for the 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division, Air Assault, Strike. And, yeah, John, I got to tell you, it's been a humbling day, you know, knowing that we are going to be getting the Presidential Unit Citation Award on Monday. I mean, for actions in Operation Enduring Freedom, 10-11, that means 2010 through 2011. And, yeah.
It's going to be good.
What better way to celebrate right now than with some baklava?
Who?
Baklava.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, we talk with our...
This is the part of the show.
Try to say two Utes.
Oh, over here at Airstrike, okay? Don't get me wrong. You know, we definitely enjoy getting the information put out to you, okay? And part of that enjoyment is eating, what normally is cannolis, but I was kind of away on leave and I didn't have time to come back and make cannolis for everyone. So now it's baklava time, that New York baklava.
It looks good.
Okay. Well, it's a little bit, it's good because it's calorie good. You know what I mean? And you know me, I watch what I eat. My intake calorie is 1,340 calories per day. Okay, 1,340 calories a day. Not easy to maintain, but with my diet regimen, I do it, and it's great, and it's worked out for me. And fruits and veggies are like my best friends.
That's all that's in his refrigerator.
That's it.
Has to be his best friend.
That's it, you know. But you know, John, you mentioned earlier well, you guys, your knowledge prior to Airstrike being on the air,
yes.
You know, what other avenues do you think that we can help let the audience know? Like getting you guys involved in training? Would you guys like to be out there?
David would. He said he would.
I would love to get you guys like out there when they're firing weapons.
I could be a supervisor, but he said he would like to do it. He would go out and do the training.
Do you hear the crunch?
That's it.
Oh, the baklava. Forget about it.
I can't eat a food I can't pronounce, but I heard that I'm being volunteered for some training.
That's right.
Would you like to jump out of a, due to certain situations financially, I don't know if civilians are currently jumping out of the planes or the helicopters.
Sure.
But we can get you up on the tower, I know that.
Let's go.
Oh, we should get the entire staff at WJZM.
Have you seen the entire staff at WJZM?
Yes, absolutely. And Air Assault School, you might have to get some thicker ropes, okay?
If you can get Greg Walker up there and get him to jump off the side of the tower, I'd really be impressed.
Greg Walker does the sports show here at WJZM. Absolutely. It'd be called Airstruck. That poor man. No, but I think it'd be great to get him up there.
Hey, Joe, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here recently in the Leaf Chronicle, they did an article, a 4-part series, Suicide in the Ranks, where they really kind of took a look at, suicide as far as it relates to the Army, and in particular Fort Campbell. Wanted to ask get your thoughts on this. Obviously, these deployments can be tough on a soldier.
Yes.
And when you guys come back, how tough is it mentally sometimes?
Absolutely. Now you bring up a great point. Like, you're coming from a combat zone where you have to be on all the time. Your brain has to be switched into, okay, hey, I'm in a area that is dangerous, and I have to be on my guard, and not only just for myself, but I'm also looking out for my battle buddy to the left and the right. You know what I mean? So now, coming from that scenario, okay, now transitioning back into Fort Campbell, all right, here you are. What are you going to do? Well, this is what they do at Fort Campbell, okay? It's called the in-processing, all right, and the transition, and it's an 8-day program where we go through these tests, where we go through we talk with doctors, we talk with mental resiliency experts, and we get a time now to talk, to vent, to relieve stress. And
it's kind of a period of winding down.
It really is, and that is our number one focus. It's not like we come home, we get off the plane, and we got a drill sergeant, do push-ups, It's not like that at all. Choking on baklava. but we have this reintegration process, okay, and it did wonders for me personally. Like we mentioned earlier, Operation Dragon Strike, a pretty stressful scenario, and we lost a lot of people, and it really was a combat zone, battle zone, and so your brain is always turned on, always, and this reintegration process allows us, and they provide us information and let us know that it's okay, you're home, welcome home, and that's another big part of it, the welcome homes. We talk a lot with our strike veterans, and the Vietnam veteran guys, and they tell us, you know, about their welcome homes and the differences, you know. And if you got a story about your welcome home, okay, call in 931-645-6414, all right?
That's it.
You know, and the Strike Vietnam veterans, these guys, okay, they, you know, some of them, they tell us about being spit on, okay? There was no welcome home signs. There was no crowd sometimes, you know.
Especially for the Vietnam era.
Right, you know, but for us, we get this feeling as soon as you step off the plane of and cheers, and it's there's no I mean there's you can't match that feeling of running into the arms of a loved one. Okay, you still have the scent of Kandahar, Afghanistan on you, but then you hug that special someone you haven't seen, and they smell like America, you know. And I love that, and that right there is a big helpful part, and to those who do come home, okay, I recommend pay very close attention and take these reintegration process and classes very seriously, because they're going to help you out. They're going to set you straight, and they're going to relieve you of pain that you have, because it's understandable that you have pain. It's a tough area, and you did a great job. Welcome home. Yeah. Now, and then my favorite part, you get to go spend 30 days with your family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's like I went to home in New York. I must have put on like 20, 15 pounds. You know what I mean? Hey, what are we having for dinner? Cannolis? You got it. You know what I mean? Forget about it. But yeah, great question.
Yeah, I was curious. I mean, they took a look at it and, you know, really tried to break things down. And you always hear about post-traumatic stress syndrome. And, you know, I've always been curious. I mean, you're in a situation where you talk about the guy to your left and the guy to your right. Well, I've never been in a situation where maybe I've had to see the guy to my left go down and maybe not come home. And it's got to be tough mentally on soldiers.
Right, absolutely. And it really does. And don't forget, the average age is a young age, okay? And these are young men and women that are put in these scenarios and positions, and they're asked to become men real quick. They're asked to become women real quick, you know? And I'll tell you, from what I've seen, my experiences, they have met that challenge.
Well, let me ask you this question real quick. I know you got just limited time here.
Right.
Soldiers in the Army, you'll typically hear, hey, this is why I'm in the Army. This is what I'm paid to do. I'm paid to be deployed. I'm paid to go fight. When you get over there, though, does that attitude change?
As soon as that first mosquito, okay, that's a whizzing by bullet sound. Okay, we call them mosquitoes if buzzing by. All right? Money is not I mean, they are more concerned about their families back home, making sure that they are well. And that's why the families back home, that's why it is really important that you guys and you gals, okay, are able to function and continue your mission while here at home and not have any hiccups, because the soldier deployed really needs to be not worried about you being worried. Okay, yeah. So it's very important for that. But the soldiers on the ground in a combat zone, it has nothing to do with pay at times. When the bullets are flying, okay, when the artillery shells are coming in, when enemy and is firing shots at you, it is all about the team. It's all about your battle buddy and making sure that together we're able to make it back to those families back home.
Sure.
Because that's what it's all about, you know. And yeah, it's amazing to see it all happen live, you know. And it's been quite an honor for me since day one to witness such heroes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, we appreciate it, Joe.
Oh, forget about it, you know. But again, guys, Monday, okay, the Strike Brigade, the Presidential Unit Citation Award. Okay, this is the award that units strive for. Okay, and they don't give it to nobody. I mean, they don't just give it to anybody. All right, like let me look at. Okay, the Presidential Unit Citation Award has been given out for Normandy. Okay, coming into D-Day invasion. All right, the Presidential Unit Citation has been given for Bastin. All right, the Battle of Bastin. Absolutely.
Another key period.
Absolutely. During Vietnam, the Presidential Unit Citation has been given for events such as we got 2 events in An-Khe, I believe it's pronounced. Okay, and also doing Dak Tao. Okay, so those 2 operations in Vietnam, and now the United States Armed Forces is honoring Army Unit 2nd Brigade Combat Team 101st Airborne Division Air Assault with the Presidential Unit Citation Award for its actions during in support of Operation Enduring Freedom 10-11 in Kandahar, Afghanistan. And that will be Monday at 14:30 in front of the Brigade Memorial, also known as what time?
2:30.
2:30.
2:30.
John knows. John, what do you guys
right now it's 13:59.
Oh, look at that. Oh, he must have looked at his computer.
Yeah, I did.
Absolutely. Hey, guys, again, check us out on Facebook, all right? Go to your Facebook in the search box, 2ND Brigade Strike, all right? Go to YouTube and in the search box, type in Strike BCT, one word. All right, on Twitter, follow us at Strike BCT, one word. That's the A with the big tail.
That's right.
That goes around.
That's the at sign.
Looks like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
That's right.
Yeah.
An A with the tail.
Absolutely. Again, thank you to Davin's Den, davinsden.com for providing us that great information. Change your settings on Facebook. Don't get scammed. And again, thank you for listening to a program that is dedicated to letting you, the listening audience, in on what's going on strike. So, hey, John, thanks again for everything.
Thank you.
Dave, you rock. And WJZM, you guys are awesome. This is Army Sergeant Joe Padula, host of Airstrike. And, yeah, I'll talk to you later. Absolutely.